The Kate British Bake Off. Prince and Princess of Wales surprise NHS workers with 75th anniversary party, and they even helped to make the cake. The Prince and Princess of Wales were the surprise guests of honor yesterday at a tea party marking the NHS's 75th anniversary. William and Kate, both 41, arrived early for the NHS Big Tea Party to help lay the tables, put the finishing touches to a birthday cake and even try their hand at piping icing on cupcakes. Asked to help decorate some of the cakes, William was decidedly more heavy-handed than his keen baker wife as he piped on a decidedly generous helping of icing. "Is that any good?" he asked, as Kate burst out laughing, putting her hand over her mouth. The event at St Thomas' Hospital in London was hosted by NHS Charities Together, of which William and Kate are patrons, and television presenter Mel Giedroyc, who previously presented the Great British Bake Off. Alice Favronia, a finalist of the show, also joined the couple and helped to make the cake. Kate looked stunning as she opted for a £1,515 blue Alessandra Rich dress, which she has previously worn to Wimbledon, alongside a pair of drop earrings. The party was attended by people representing the incredible achievements of the NHS over the past 75 years. After the guests arrived in the well-being garden of the hospital, the royal couple emerged with a huge birthday cake to gasps of surprise. They then sat down to chat to some of those who were invited, which included Anira Thomas, the first baby born on the NHS, as well as medical research pioneers and those who had been on the front line tackling COVID-19. They also spent time with Blanche Hines, who worked as a nurse for nearly 50 years after arriving in the UK as part of the Windrush generation. Mrs. Hines inspired 2 more generations of her family to work for the NHS. "The things some of them have done is incredible," the Prince marveled. "It's a fantastic opportunity to be able to say thank you all the way down," the Princess said. "That's why William and I wanted to come here and say thank you and congratulations and happy birthday." The Prince and Princess concluded their visit with a video message for the entire NHS, holding up signs and saying, "Wishing everyone a very happy 75th birthday for the NHS. Thank you so much for all you do." Ellie Orton, chief executive of NHS Charities Together, said, "As the national charity caring for the NHS Charities Together is here for anyone who wants to give something back to its people, who all give so much to us, and that extra support has never been so important. It includes providing staff psychologists, counseling, peer support training and so much more." The Prince and Princess of Wales became royal patrons for NHS Charities Together in December 2020, at the height of the pandemic. The charity's 2020 COVID-19 urgent appeal raised over £160 million. It has since distributed almost £100 million to reach every NHS trust around the UK. Donations have funded thousands of projects including mental health support for staff and training and equipment for community first responder volunteers. Mel Giedroyc said it was an utter privilege to be involved, adding that people were so delighted by the quintessentially lovely, British Day. Dr. Neil Rees, a consultant clinical psychologist leading the staff well-being program at Guy's and St Thomas, which benefited from NHS charity funding, said, "The Prince of Wales was very mindful of the support that's been given by NHS charities and how essential that is, and really understood the issues and complexities, particularly with the current challenges we're facing. The pandemic shone a light on the needs of staff, but he was keen to talk about how we maintain the care roles like mine provide, and how charities play a major role in that. It was incredibly special to be recognized in that way." William and Kate visited St Thomas in May ahead of the NHS anniversary on Wednesday. Now entering its 6th year, the NHS Big Tea raises funds to provide support for staff, patients, and volunteers.
You got the night off, had a bad day and you need to loosen up. Going out tonight, everything's gonna be alright. Put on the makeup, get lit tonight.